Good morning, friends. Today we are going to discuss a Bell-Coleman cycle working on air as a refrigerant. A Bell-Coleman air refrigeration machine was developed by the scientist known as Bell-Coleman. In earlier days, a air refrigeration system is used in ship as well as in the aircraft. In Bell-Coleman cycle, it is also known as reverse Breton or Joule cycle. It is a modified Carnot cycle. We have seen the Carnot air refrigeration cycle in which isothermal compression and expansion process are very difficult to in actual practice, so that these processes are replaced by the constant pressure process. Now we will see the schematic diagram of Bell-Coleman cycle and representation of PV and TS diagram of the Bell-Coleman cycle. The Bell-Coleman air refrigeration system consists of four components. One is refrigerator, expander, cooler and compressor. We will discuss now the first component, that is the compressor. A low pressure, low temperature cold air from the refrigerator is drawn into the compressor cylinder where it is compressed isentropically in the compressor. During the compression stroke, both the pressure and temperature increases and the specific volume of air at delivery from compressor reduces from V1 to V2. We know that during asentropic compression process, no heat is absorbed or rejected by the air. Now we will see how to represent the process 1 to 2, that is asentropic compression of air on PV and TS diagram. PV means pressure versus volume diagram. You have to take the pressure on y-axis, volume on x-axis. Now as the air gets compressed from low pressure to high pressure at inlet to the, and the same is on the TS diagram, that is temperature on y-axis and entropy on x-axis. Now how to represent this process on PV diagram? We can see at inlet to compressor, the pressure of the air is low and it is having a large volume, so that the point 1 comes at the right side of the volume and at lower pressure. So when it is gets compressed, its pressure is what? Increases from P1 to P2. So at initially it is having the pressure P1, that is a low pressure, and volume V1. When it is acentropically compressed, as it is acentropical compression process, on PV diagram it shows the curve path. As when it is air is gets compressed, its volume is go on reducing and pressure is go on increasing. So pressure increase from P1 to P2 and volume increases from V1 to volume decreases from V1 to V2. So volume and pressure are inversely proportional. As pressure increases, the volume decreases. So 1 to 2 is a compression process. As it is a asentropic compression, no heat is added and heat is rejected. When the air gets compressed, its temperature increases but no heat addition and heat rejection. For asentropic compression process, the entropy remains constant, so that we are getting the vertical line on the TS plane, so that the entropy during the process 1 to 2 is what? Constant, that is S1 equal to S2, and temperature is increased of the air due to compression from T1 to T2. Okay, now this high temperature and high pressure air is delivered to the next component, that is a cooler, and it is also known as condenser. So this, in condenser or cooler, the high pressure high temperature air gets cooled at constant pressure. The warm air from compressor is now passed into the cooler, where it is cooled at constant pressure P3 equal to P2, reducing the temperature. When the air gets cooled, its temperature is what? Reduced. The specific volume also reduces from V2 to V3. We know that heat rejected by the air during constant pressure per kg of air during this cycle. Now, as the air gets cooled from 2 to 3, so that at constant pressure process, then 2 to 3 we are getting the horizontal on the PV diagram. As its volume is what? Reduced from V2 to V3, and temperature is also reduced from T2 to T3. This constant pressure process on TS diagram shows the curved. As the temperature is reduced from T2 to T3, this low temperature, low pressure air now drawn into the next component, that is expander. So where isentropic expansion of the air takes place and work is developed, and this work is supplied to the compressor to compress the air. During expansion of the air in the expander, so that the pressure is reduced from P3 to P4, and at the same time temperature is also falls from T3 to T4. The process 3 to 4 is known as isentropic expansion process. 3 to 4 is known as isentropic expansion process, so that the temperature and pressure of the air gets reduced from P3 to P4. As the expansion process, this process is represented on PV diagram is a curved process, and during expander, in the expander, it is a isentropic expansion. It is a isentropic expansion of air from the process 3 to 4, and we are going to represent this process on PV diagram. So here now at 4, the air is having low pressure, low temperature, where it enters into the next component, that is refrigerator. Now this process can be represented on PV diagram as a TS diagram as a vertical line, because it is isentropic process, entropy remains constant. This low pressure, low temperature air coming out of the expander. Expander is nothing but a turbine, which then passed through the refrigerator. When this low pressure air enters into the refrigerator, it absorbs the heat from the space of the refrigerator, and the temperature of this low pressure, low temperature air is what? Increases. Its temperature is increased from T4 to T1. This absorption of the heat takes place at constant pressure. That process is known as what? Isobaric heat absorption. Then, as during this process, the pressure remains constant, so that on PV diagram, the line comes the horizontal line. 4 to 1 is the isobaric heat absorption, and the cycle becomes closed. Again, as the air is absorb the heat, its temperature is increased from T4 to T1, so that this process comes curve on TS diagram. 4 to 1 is the constant pressure heat absorption. Now this high temperature air again sucked by the compressor and this cycle go on repetition. So there are four components of the refrigeration cycle, so which go on repeating, that is refrigerator, compressor, cooler and expander, and this cycle go on repeating and cooling effect is produced in the refrigerator. Now we will see in the next slide how to find the coefficient of performance of the Bell-Coleman cycle, that is COP of the Bell-Coleman cycle. Consider a process 1 to 2 which is asentropic compression process, in which low pressure low temperature air is sucked by the compressor and it is gets compressed to high temperature. So for compression of the air, work of the compression is given as mCp T2 minus T1. As it is a asentropic compression, we use the relation temperature and pressure. So T2 upon T1 equal to P2 upon P1 raised to gamma minus 1 upon gamma. You have to take the T1 to this side, so that we are getting T2 equal to T1 in bracket P2 upon P1 raised to gamma minus 1, and P2 upon P1 is the RP, that is known as pressure ratio. Now consider the process 2 to 3 is the isobaric heat rejection process, in which heat is rejected at constant pressure, that is given by QR equal to mCp T2 minus T3. mCp T2 minus T3. So now consider the process 3 to 4, which is asentropic expansion, where the air is gets expanded in the turbine and work is developed, that is given Wt equal to mCp T3 minus T4. As asentropic expansion, use the ratio T3 upon T4 equal to P3 upon P4 raised to gamma minus 1. As P3 equal to, as we know, P2 and P4 equal to P1, so that again it becomes P2 upon P1 raised to gamma minus 1, that is RP raised to gamma minus 1. Now consider the process 4 to 1, which is a isobaric heat absorption process, where the heat is absorbed at a constant pressure, which is given Qs equal to mCp T1 minus T4. Now we have to find out net heat interaction during the cycle, that is QR net heat interaction equal to QR minus Qs. Heat interaction during the cycle Q net equal to QR minus Qs, that is mCp T2 minus T3 minus mCp T1 minus T4. According to first law of thermodynamics, for cyclic process, net heat interaction is equal to net work interaction. That is net work supplied to the engine W net equal to Q net, that is QR minus Qs. W net तुम्ही डायरेक्ट लिहिलं तरी पण चालतं आहे. So as we know that coefficient of performance COP is given as COP equal to heat absorbed divided by net work done or work supplied. So heat absorbed is what? QR, that is mCp T2 minus T3, and net work done is mCp T2 minus T3 divided by mCp T2 minus T3 minus mCp T1 minus T4. As mCp is common, it is gets cancelled. We are getting T1 minus T4 divided by T2 minus T3 in bracket T1 minus T4. You put the value of T2 and T3 in terms of T1. As we have find out T2 equal to T1 RP raised to gamma minus 1 and T3 equal to T4 RP raised to gamma minus 1. So you have to take the common RP. We are getting T1 minus T4 divided by T1 minus T4 minus T1 minus T4, which is get cancelled, and we are getting COP equal to, सो T1 मायनस T4 हे कॉमन आहे आणि तो काय होईल, कॅन्सल होईल आणि आपल्याला मिळेल COP इक्वल टू 1 अपॉन RP रेस टू गॅमा मायनस 1 अपॉन गॅमा मायनस 1. This is the COP of coefficient of performance of Bell-Konneman cycle, which is independent on temperature. It is depends upon pressure ratio, that is RP pressure ratio. Okay, thank you.